Hello YouTube, I'm going to be doing a very popular archetype, and that's Salamangreat Cybers, and starting off with one Gazelle. Unfortunately it's not a 3, but this card is very important because just simply if a Salamangreat sent to your graveyard, you special summon, and when it's summoned, you can send a Salamangreat card straight from your deck to the grave. So we're playing 2 Jack Jaguar for the fact that you can infinitely loop and constantly special summon this card throughout every duel by shuffling a Salamangreat back into your deck, and then summoning this card to zone a Salamangreat monster points to. Comes in very handy. So instead of 2 spin, you're playing 1, because I feel like you want to just see 1 copy, because first of all, if it does get banished, it doesn't mean it can reoccur and then resummon itself. So the 1 is perfect for me, and I never had an issue with it. So, and 1 Falco for obvious reasons, because you can constantly summon this card by bouncing one of your Salamangreat monsters, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can return one of your Salamangreat spell trap cards, set it to your field, and you just keep using this effect. Foxy, the least of the better Salamangreat cards, and I'm playing a small package, as you can tell. I only play 1 because the things, the odds of milling 3 and being able to pick up a Salamangreat card is a gamble. So it's not worth playing multiple copies. So, and it has an effect where it special summons itself by destroying a face-up spell and trap card on the field. So it doesn't just include field spells, but any face-up spell trap for the cost of 1 Salamangreat card. But at the end of the day, 1 is fine. You're not going to see too much of it, so it's only there for the pack, the Salamangreat pack, just to extend even more. And since we're speaking of Cybers cards, now that we're done the Salamangreat package, you're going to go into Lady Debug. For the fact that she's summoned, you can add a level 3 or lower Cybers monster from your deck to your hand. Microcoder, because you can basically link summon a Code Talker by using this card as a material from your hand, and then if it's sent from your field to the grave, or hand or field to the grave, you can add a Cyanide card from your deck to your hand, which comes in very handy and is very important for this deck. Another cyber system is Flame Buffalo. Best part is that if when sent from field to the grave, you discard a Cybers card to draw 2, and then the best part is that I have ways of getting this card back out and reusing its effect over and over. Paralexy, because it's a Cybers card as well, and allows you to extend even further, special summoning 1 from hand and 1 from the other that come from the deck, and that applies only when you link summon. Ash Blossom for obvious reasons, because you can retrieve this card and it negates anything that applies to the deck that includes adding, special summoning, or sending. Nibiru, because this deck doesn't do enough to break boards, so he's the card that will do the rest for them by getting rid of those really powerful monsters, really heavy boards, and then just ensures that this card, you definitely want to see the most when playing Salamangreats. And for our spells, we play the Sanctuary for our combos to exist. Salamangreat Circle to search your Salamangreat monsters. We're playing 3 Will Salamangreat because you can keep summoning Salamangreat monsters from your graveyard, and then if you have a relink summoned Salamangreat monster, you can send this card from your field to grave, special summon based on that link monster's up to that monster's link arrows, and then you can go for easy link 4 plays. Signet Mining to search our level 4 lower Cypress monsters, and then headed for our traps. We play Double Rage because we can get multiple pops with this card when we relink summon one of our Salamangreat cards. Roar, because negating is very powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh, and then we can reuse it based on once we follow the conditions, especially when we control a Salamangreat link monster. Signet Conflict, if we control a Code Talker, we can negate the effect and banish, and then your opponent cannot activate a card with the same name as that. And for our final trap, we're maxing out on Solemn Strike, because this deck is mainly very strong with the negating cards, and it comes up and it does so much and hurts the opponent, and ensures that your board stays alive, as well as your spell and trap cards. And headed for the extra deck, Boral Sword for obvious OTKs, Access Code Talker to get rid of more cards, Mechanite Crusader Avermax because it's related to Cybers, double Salamangreat Heatleo because it's part of the archetype and it bounces one of your shuffle as your opponent's spell traps their deck. Sunlight Wolf is one of the main cards that you need for your deck to be alive, and consistently loops for days. Balinks because this is what helps you search for your sanctuary every single time, and you simply need a level 4 or lower Cybers monster, and protects your Salamangreat as well. Update Jammer to build on your OTKs. Splash Mage, special summon a Cybers monster from your grave. Transcode Talker to ensure that you can go into your Link 4s a lot faster and gain more attack. And for our final Link monster, it's Nightmare Phoenix because it is a fire and it can be retrieved by a Sunlight Wolf. And then you also get to +1 as well. Again, hope you like the deck profile. Eventually I'll try to come up with some more after. Again, hope you like, subscribe, comment.